Most people think they know Doom. They'll tell you the first Doom was a gift from the gods, a game so legendary that even your unborn baby is already slaying demons. And then there's that one Doom game, which feels like the person everyone ignores at a party. But most of you are wrong about that game. So let's talk about Doom 3, because this game is actually good. No, seriously, Doom 3 has a real atmosphere, dark corridors with limited visibility, making you wonder what kind of jump scare you will get. Slow tension builds over time, making your heartbeat raise. Enemies you hear before you see. The sound design? Incredible. The lighting? Revolutionary for its time. And the horror elements? Genuinely effective. Doom 3 doesn't rush you like the other Doom games. It makes you play carefully because you never know what to expect. Every step you make builds more fear, and that's exactly why some people liked it. Because it was too different from the previous games. You will hear people say, it's not trying to be classic Doom, it's survival horror with a good story. And honestly, after hearing all this, you might think I'm about to agree with the people defending Doom 3. Well, no. To be honest, I haven't played Doom 3. Yeah, I just made you watch all that for absolutely nothing. Because Doom 3 lacks the one thing Doom is known for: fun. You will never hear people say Doom 3 was a fun game. In fact, you won't hear people talking about Doom 3 because of how fast it died. But anyway, Doom 3 isn't a bad game, it's just a bad Doom game. Now let's talk about the good Doom games. Starting with Doom 2016, which came out of nowhere. Think about it, nobody expected Doom 2016. In fact, nobody trusted this game either. Not the fans, not the critics, not even the people making it. Because in 2016, shooter games were kinda alike. They weren't trying to be fun games anymore. They were trying to be slow, heavy, and obsessed with making cinematic movies, which limited the control you have in the game. You couldn't do most things your way. You had to follow the set from the game. What fun is that? To be told what to do, when to do it, and how to do it. And then Doom shows up after more than a decade of silence, and everyone's thinking the same thing. The f*** is that? Because how do you make a good Doom game after the 2004 disaster? Well, Doom 2016 does the most basic thing possible. It went back to the original Doom. The devs took all the fun elements from the original game, did a little bit of tuning, and created something more modern, but the foundations used were from the old game, which automatically meant that the game would be fun. Also, the game removed fear completely. Unlike Doom 3, where you feel fear from the game, in Doom 2016, you are the fear. You don't take cover like the rest of the shooter games, waiting for your health to magically come back. If you want health in Doom 2016, you rip it out of a demon's chest. If you want ammo, you rip it out of a demon's chest. The game gives you that feeling that you are in control. You're not waiting or reacting anymore. You're acting the way you see fit. While other shooters feel slow, Doom 2016 is the opposite. Most other shooters reward patience. Doom 2016 punishes it. You cannot just stay still in Doom. You must be ripping apart demons constantly, which, by the way, makes your brain go like, oh, this is what fun was supposed to feel like. You're not scared, not cautious, not peeking corners, you're just flowing. And then the music kicks in. Pure testosterone, a soundtrack that makes Doom more Doom. And then you realize the game doesn't want you to survive hell. It wants you to destroy everything that moves. And while most other shooters around that time were trying to be cinematic, to be serious, to be emotional, Doom had no monologues, no forced drama, no long and boring explanations. Because Doom doesn't care why hell exists. It only cares that it's in your way. And then Doom Eternal comes out, bringing new mechanics, bringing more speed, making the game feel interesting, and yet keeping the core mechanics that we liked. However, the enemies in Doom Eternal feel more like resources than targets. You want health? Glory kills. You want ammo? Chainsaw. You want armor? Flame belch. In Doom 2016, you could play fast. In Doom Eternal, you have to. In Doom 2016, you could play on autopilot. In Doom Eternal, you have to calculate your position, cooldowns, movement, timing. This is where Eternal really made a huge upgrade from Doom 2016. Double jump, dash, swing bars, meat hook. You're above demons, around them, through them. With few words, they cannot escape from you. You see, Doom Eternal doesn't let you play safe. Hesitation is death. Thinking too slow is death. It forced you to be good. And that's where people split. Some players loved it. Others said it was too much. Too many mechanics, too many systems, too much to think about. And they were not wrong. Doom Eternal is more demanding than any Doom game. It's faster and harder. Kinda overwhelming for newcomers. But that makes Doom Eternal a good game. Because if you want to feel powerful, you have to earn it. Which leads us to Doom, the Dark Ages. And this is where things get awkward. Because, I need to say this clearly, Doom, the Dark Ages, is not a bad game. It looks good. It feels good. If this wasn't called Doom, most people wouldn't even complain. But that's the problem, because you expect a specific type of gameplay from a Doom game. In the two previous Doom games, you felt really powerful. And in the Dark Ages, that aggression is toned down. Glory kills are dead. How can you go from that to this? Combat feels heavier and slower. If you felt like Doom Eternal is too fast, then Doom the Dark Ages is just for you. And then don't get me started on the cutscenes, because there are a lot of them for a Doom game. Moments where you can step back and the game forces you to watch. Nobody plays Doom for the story. Nobody remembers the plot of classic Doom. Nobody remembers the plot of Doom 2016. Nobody really remembers the plot of Eternal, unless you search for it on YouTube. What people remember is how you felt playing. The movements, the speed, the pressure from the good Doom games. Doom, the Dark Ages, removed that feeling. Because you don't boot up Doom to be told a story. You boot it up to create one. So no, the Dark Ages isn't bad, but compared to what Doom used to be, it feels mid.